back to the channel. Today I have an IS-3 replay for you with my clanmates Eliomaris and Mr. Hustler. Eliomaris in his IS-3 as well and Hustler in his T-32. So it's a standard battle on Arctic region. I think that's what the map is called. Not sure actually anymore. Could be, I believe it's Arctic region. So it's quite nice matchmaking for the IS-3 top tier, and quite a few tier 6s as well. So that's nice. All three of us are going to make our way to the city. That seems to be the most logical thing to do, being top tier heavy tanks. Aston nearly drowns in the little lake there. Would have been off to a bad start. So the IS-3, one of my favorite tier 8 heavy tanks, I must say. It was my first tier 8 heavy, well, my first tier 8 in general that I ever unlocked, and I just love it. It's amazing, and the armor can be so annoying if you don't know how to bend it. And you'll see later on in the replay I'll end up being in a 1v1 with enemy IS-3, and he just can't bend me even with premium ammo, and I just completely destroy him. Sadly, our M5 Steward already drowned. Clearly he hasn't played this map very often, and he just fell off the side there in the river. So we spot quite some enemies going down this street. I wanted to be aggressive since we are top tier heavies, and hanging around there wouldn't have done us much good, I believe. I see if I have a shot on the Y, completely miss. Don't know even why he took the shot. Try to make it across. Hellcat didn't fire at me, assume he was reloading or just wasn't paying attention at all. So I come here hoping to put some damage into the T-34, but I don't just want to poke out because he has quite a bit of alpha damage and I don't want to take a lot of damage early on. And he pulls back behind the corner, so I come out and try to take a shot at the Y, but he's just too well angled, and no way it was gonna pen. Actually quite a bad shot on my part, and he shoots me with his derp gun. And the next OI does exactly the same, sadly doing a bit more damage, and I just about had reload to put a shot in him. And so much for not taking damage early on. So I have a feeling that we should push these two OIs since we are tier 8s and they're tier 6s, and our team has lost the northern part of the map. We didn't notice that. Well, we saw it, but we didn't think we should go back just about now because we had a lot of tanks here to come in, because T-34 is engaged with the rest of our team, so we can easily put in some shots. I told Leomaris that he should go in front so he can take the hits because he has the most hit points. Sadly, quickly he's brought down to about as much hit points as I have. We finish out the T-34. So that's one dangerous tier 8 less we have to face, so it's now just two OIs here on this corner. Leomaris finishes off one, I put a good shot in the other one, and our team eventually finishes them off. But now we have to start going back because they are capping. So far there's only one guy in cap, but we're not super fast, so I don't know if we can really make it back. So Hastler is gonna try to make it back. While the IS-3s, me and Leomaris try to clean up. I put a good shot in the 1357, he gets killed, and now it's just, we have to kill as many tanks as fast as we possibly can. By now the cap is already halfway there, and soon you'll see a second enemy will enter the cap, which really just ensures victory for them. I finish off the Skoda. Hastler is on his way back together with the T-34 free, which he ends up doing quite a good job. Now I try a shot at this AT-15, but the wall is in the way, and it's just, I couldn't get a clear shot at this viewport, so I completely bounced that one. That was a bit sad, but I don't end up taking damage from him, so it's okay. And he's just too many tanks for him to face. Now a second tank has entered the cap, and at this point we thought, well, we lost the game, no way we can win. But just as the counter hits 100 cap points, they both drive out of the cap, so the cap is brought down to 0 again, which actually gives us a fighting chance. So we're gonna do everything we can to get back to base, and I have to finish this off. Let's bursting off first. Lua takes the hit because he has the most hit, I let him take the hit because he has the most hit points. I reload HE because, well, Burstig has like 20 millimeters of armor, so I can finish him off easily. Sadly, the lower died there. I bounce a shot with the awesome space armor of the IS-3 on the side, and now it's a 1v1. He has twice the health that I do. Let's see how this 1v1 is gonna end up. He bounces his first shot. I'm reloaded. I put a shot right up his viewport. Tried to I tried to make him bounce by wheeling my gun in front of his gun, but sadly I was just terribly angled there. But I managed to put a shot in his bike nose, and now he starts shooting premium ammo at me. APCR, he bounces. I'll just finish him off by shooting his viewport again, and that was 1v1 against the IS-3 with half his hit points, and I managed to kill him. So actually pretty bad played by him, because if he killed me, even if he had put one more shot into me, I would have lost the battle. Haster managed to finish off the last tank that's not in the cap circle, but sadly he gets taken out by the SU-101, and now I'm the only remaining person on our team, and I'm just trying to make it to the cap as fast as possible. I reload a premium shell just to be certain that I pen the SU-101. At this point I do not want to be bouncing. The good thing is that Mr. Haster has been able to bring down the SU-101 to a one shot for me. I can take one hit from him, but he has a pretty good DPM, so well, the reload on that thing is pretty fast, so I don't want to be taking too many chances there. He puts a heat shell into me. I look for the shot, but I can't afford to hang around too much, because there's still Artie on their team, and if he gets lucky, well, then they win the game. So I stay low to avoid being spotted if the SU-101 tries to poke out again. Here I wait a bit, but I was thinking about going left, but that's just less cover from both the SU-101 and Artie, so I end up going to the right. And now we're just trying to close the distance to the cap. There's no way he can cap before I can reset him, unless he kills me and they win, but now maybe this was not the best idea, coming so close to the rock and being proximity spotted, but on the other hand, I know he's where he's looking now. Of course he's looking at me. If I didn't get proximity spotted, he might not have been looking at me, I don't know, but he probably saw where I was going while I was still spotted. I managed to kill him. Well, he didn't even fire, I was fast enough around the corner. Artie misses me. I drove up against the hill to minimize the chance of Artie hitting me, and now it's just finding the artillery. So I'm thinking about going to the city, but I was a bit concerned about him suddenly standing behind a corner and just derping me in the face, so I thought the northern part, more open, would be a safer option to actually, well, not be surprised too much by him. And it's a pretty fast Artie, so he could be anywhere really, so I don't expect him to be in their base. So he could come to the cap, but I would be able, I'm definitely fast enough to go on reset, and it's a tier 7 artillery, so I can one-shot him. He has 350 health, I have 390 alpha damage. If I get really unlucky, I might not kill him, but chances are small. I also see a lot of people loading HE to shoot at artillery, but more often than not they end up doing less damage than their armor-piercing shells would have done, so they have to shoot the RT twice instead of just loading AP and one-shotting the artillery. So I know that the RT has less hit points than my alpha damage, so I see no point in actually firing HE at him and having a greater chance of him surviving my shot. So the artillery made it to our cap circle, which actually what I predicted. Maybe I should have stayed at the cap, but I don't know. He could have made it to cover when he knew I was spotted, so when he knew he was spotted. So I don't know if that was the best play. Now I'm not sure if the artillery knew I was going, I was coming from here, or if he saw me driving towards here, because I don't think I was spotted that long. But he ends up facing this way, so either he made a good guess, or he knew I was coming from here. I didn't have Sixth Sense at the time on the IS-3, so I don't know if I had been spotted already, because the IS-3 doesn't have the best view range. And I stayed as close as I can to the mountain to minimize the chances of getting spotted by being out in the open. I pop around the corner, I spot the artillery, I don't have a lot of time to aim, and I manage to finish him off and win the game, getting a high caliber and 7 kills. So that's not bad. And so here we can see the post-game stats. I end up getting an Aces tank, which wasn't so surprising, getting the Top Gun and the high caliber. Also a bunch of those, few of those smaller medals, and at top of the team, my platoon mates also did quite well. Mr. Haster had a big job managing to reset the cap there once. Well, he put the SU-101 on one shot, so that was very important for the win actually. And just having Leomars with me in the city was good support. Don't know how he ended up dying. Probably to the AD-15 there. But all in all, pretty good game for the platoon, especially for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can always I'm gonna be uploading weekly videos by now. From now on, I'm gonna try at least to upload a weekly video, probably on the weekends. And you can always catch me on Twitch if you want. I try to stream daily, but it's, well, probably streaming 4 out of 7 days. Daily is just not always possible. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You can always tell me what I can improve, and what you didn't like, what you did like in the comments down below. If you will greatly help me out, since I'm just starting out with the whole YouTube adventure.